I staggered back and gagged. My hand was still clenched around the ring. I ran out into the utility closet, which smelled faintly of cleaner and something older beneath it. Metallic, damp, shelves lined the back wall, neatly arranged bottles of bleach, contractor-grade trash bags, replacement light fixtures still in packaging. But lower down, tucked behind a plastic storage bin, were tools that didn't match the rest of the apartment. A hacksaw, a rubber mallet, a short-handled sledge, heavy-duty shears, none of them dusty, none of them old. I don't know what made me carry the hammer back to my room. I told myself I just needed to look, just enough to prove I was overthinking. The section of wall where Mara had tapped sounded wrong now that I was listening for it. Too hollow, too thin. The first hit barely dented it. The second cracked through the drywall with a dull snap. Dust drifted down onto my shoes. I widened the hole slowly, carefully, like I was afraid of waking something up. When the opening was big enough, I pulled out my phone and turned on the flashlight. The beam cut through insulation first, then plastic. Clear plastic wrap stretched tight against something behind it. For a second, I didn't understand what I was seeing. Then the plastic shifted slightly in the air from the hole I'd made, and an eye rolled toward the light. It wasn't wide. It wasn't blinking. It was just there, clouded, pressed against the inside of the wrap, looking back at me. I remember standing in the hallway waiting for police, staring at that hole in the wall and thinking about the documentary, about the hollow sound, about how she'd laughed when she knocked on it. It took them less than 10 minutes to arrive. I must have sounded hysterical over the phone, but they must have made out from my state of panic. There's bodies in the walls. One of them knocked on the wall the way I had. The sound was wrong. They cut into it. The first slice of drywall fell inward like paper. The smell that came out made one of the officers turn away immediately. They found her first, folded carefully, wrapped in plastic, tucked into the cavity like insulation. Her hair still tied back the way it had been that night. The ring-sized indentation on her finger was empty. I didn't see much after that. They pulled me out into the hallway, sat me down, asked questions I could barely process. When they opened the other patched sections in the apartment, they found more. They concluded that there were 2 bodies total. One of them matched the man from photo the woman had shown me outside my job, the real Daniel. He'd been there the longest. The cavity behind my bed was where she was placed. There were other patches in my room that they cut into. The insulation had been removed completely,